learning about families of a straight line. So when we think about families, we're just looking at relationships between lines, and there's three families we can look at. So here we have one family, which is just y equals mx. So in this case, an example is we've got y equals negative 3x, y equals 3x, and y equals x. So what's happening in relation to these lines is they all are going through the origin. So that is one of the families. The second family is I've got an example of y equals 2x plus c. So this is where the gradient of all the lines are the same and my y-intercept is just changing. I should have named this the third family, but this third family is y equals mx plus 2. So this is where they are all going through the same y-intercept, but the gradient is different. So we're just going to do one question on this because it's the same skill that we'll just be applying every single time. A family of lines has equations of the form y equals kx plus 4, where k is a real number. Find the y-axis intercept of a line in this family in terms of k. So the first thing we need to think about is what does it mean to have a y-axis intercept? So for a y-axis intercept, we have x equals 0. So I'm just going to put that value in. Then I'm just going to solve it. Anything times 0 is 0, so y must be 4. The next part, it says find the value of k if the line passes through the point 2 and 10. So this is where I'm just grabbing the x value 2 and the y value 10 and putting it into my equation. Then I'm just solving it by taking away 4 from both sides to give me 6 equals 2x, and then I divide both sides by 2, and that gives me k equals 3. So question 3, C, says for which values of k does the line have an x-axis intercept greater than 2? So if we think about a x-intercept, we're referring to y equals 0. So I'm just going to make y 0. And then we're talking about our x value, and I know it says greater than, so we're looking at inequalities. The first thing I'm going to do is work out what x is worth by getting x by itself. So that means I will take away kx, so I get, or take away 4, doesn't matter, and so I get negative 4 is equal to kx. And then to get x by itself, I'm just going to divide by k and get x is equal to negative 4 over k. So we know what x is worth. X is going to be equal to negative 4 over k, and that is important. So we want our x, our negative 4 over k, to be greater than 2. So I need to show that. Negative 4 over k is greater than 2. Then I'm just going to find k by timesing by k and then dividing by 2. So if I times by k, I get 2k is less than negative 4. And then I divide by 2 and I get k is less than negative 2.